I want to say I'm struggling, but I'm really not struggling. As a matter of fact, today's a pretty good day. The last 2 days have been good. Yesterday was getting there. Today is almost there. Um, and sorry for the way I look. As always, I have not put makeup on, and I have just been internally fighting for my mentality. That was a big, long, intelligent sentence that I just said. um, there goes my ums again. I don't know why we do that when we talk and we are like trying to search in our mind of what to say. We would go, and, but, so. I don't know why. I did it again. I'm trying so hard not to do that. I think we Americans are the only ones that do that, possibly. I'm not sure. And now being an adult, I look back and I wonder, were we taught that, to fill in that silence with one of those words? That way you're just not sitting there staring at nothing, trying to search for something to say. Like this. So I want to say something real quick. I was outside last night and I've had this intense craving of seeing a UFO again. And I got this, what do you call it? Gravity chair, where it's like a lawn chair, but your knees are bent and you're reclined back, not laying down. But I put it in the backyard last night, and I'm hoping that I see one. And I was going to do a live TikTok while I was out there. So I'm out there waiting for the sky to turn pitch black, and it's like 9:30 when I came in. But I am too close to the city lights. Um, I'm not real near a really popular area, I should say. That might, you could take that so many different ways. I'm not in like a very lit up, populated area, like downtown or in the mall area, something like that. I'm not close to that, but my city is lit up pretty much. And I tried to stay out there as long as I could. It was slightly chilly. And I did see UFO, and it was before it got really dark, and the sky was like a light blue. Excuse me. And the sun was in the process of going down, and I'm shifting in the chair trying to get adjusted to it, and I look up and I see this white streak just shoot across super fast. I mean, super fast. And then I think I seen, I'm not sure if it was a satellite, because satellites tend to go in a straight line and there's no blinking lights. And I seen one that resembled that. And I forgot about the satellite. So I really didn't sit and look at it long. But once it disappeared, I'm like, I wonder if that's a satellite. Because I thought maybe it was a UFO because it did not have red blinking lights. If I remember, you might have to Google it, because I had to when I first started seeing UFOs. Um, Satellites are just kind of shiny, and I'm not even sure if they have a light on them. I'm not sure, but it looks like they do. Excuse me. I am so sorry, that came out of nowhere. Anyway, so I found in on the internet that airplanes have red and green. I think I might be wrong, and they flash, but the UFOs that I've seen flash. And as you know, if you've seen them on YouTube, people get those lasers and flash in the sky around a UFO, and they'll flash. And so they do flash, but not. See, I'm going to just go back and fix what I was going to say again. I have seen UFOs that have a blinking light. Not red that I recall, but there was one that I was watching one night in my previous job parking lot, and it was silent. And I think it had a blinking light, and I think maybe one was red. I'm not sure. And it was like circling the parking lot I was in, and it was silent. But at first, I'm like, oh, that plane must be up really high. And then when I seen it cut so close to the parking lot, how do I say that? Forgive me, as you know, and I have tried to make everybody aware. It's hard for me to describe things now. Okay, I'm in the parking lot and I'm watching it, and then I kind of look down, and I seen it over here. Well, plane can't cut corners quick, and then so I start watching it, and then it cuts again. It goes like in a square, and then it goes off a different direction. Now, I will tell you this also, they can read your mind. So if you're sitting there internally thinking, can you come back this way? Or, and they might not even know where this voice is coming from, so they may not do it. And I've thought about that often because if they hear thoughts, they hear a lot of thoughts, and they're probably thinking, where's that one coming from? And I never really even thought about that until this night. But I said in my head, can you come back this way? Or can you turn to your right? And then I'm like, do they even know what turn right means? I'm sure they do because they had to learn English. So I'm sure they had to learn our terms also. And that one I didn't get a video of, but the one that I was showing, I was in the same parking lot and I posted it. I was in the parking lot and I happened to look up, and they usually somehow will get your attention to look in specific areas. I don't know how they do that, but I just looked straight up, just right at it, and I don't know what I was doing. So I got my phone because I knew I could zoom in, and I zoomed in, of course, and it looked like it was spinning. Now a lot of UFOs spin, and I feel that that is a way of them to fly. I feel like it harnesses the wind somehow. But anyway, it was spinning, and this truck was coming out of a parking lot across the street, and it was turning. And the weirdest thing was that the headlights of that vehicle came around and shined in my face and turned, and then the UFO I was watching flashed. Right when the lights hit my face, it flashed. And I'm like, that's really weird. Why did they do that? I don't know. And then I'm sitting there and I'm still watching it, and all of a sudden this disc comes out of nowhere and it goes like diagonally down. I think it was down. And I seen it with my eyes and I seen it through my phone at the same time because you got your phone like this. And so when you're looking through your phone and your peripheral, you're seeing over here. And then, I mean, that was amazing. I would love to see another UFO again up close. So I woke up this morning to some weird noise, and I'm going to say this because I just now noticed. I was waking up slowly because I went to sleep around 3 in the morning because I don't take my sleeping pills anymore. But anyway, I woke up maybe an hour ago, and I'm laying in bed and I'm slowly waking up. You know how your hearing becomes alert while you're slowly waking up. It's like the first thing that you start noticing is your hearing, like that ever shuts off. Anyway, I kept hearing this weird noise outside. And I remember thinking, what is that? What is that? I don't know. And then I laid there and I tried to go back to sleep. And I kept hearing it and it kept repeating. And I can't describe to you what it was because I forgot what it sounded like. And then finally my eyes opened and I'm like, okay. And when I got up within 2 minutes of my eyes opening. I got up and was heading in the kitchen to make me some breakfast. And then I realized it stopped. And I'm sitting there thinking, why would it stop after it woke me up? I don't understand. This topic is neither here nor there of what my post, my heading, subject, whatever, looks like. I was sitting here before I started this video thinking, what can I talk about today? What is there for me to talk about? And I actually got up and used the bathroom. And it's true. Usually you get these great ideas while you're sitting on the throne, or you hear an entity, or you see one. It's always something when you're near water. I don't know why. But I'm sitting there on my throne and I'm like, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about? And then I'm like, I need to do something with myself. I need to make myself at ease and comfortable and calm and soft. All of these really good words. And I'm sitting there thinking, a shower sounds good. As I mentioned before, I usually take showers at night. But today, for some odd reason, I want to take one. Probably as soon as I get done with this video, I might go and jump in the shower. And I'm like, I've said before, after I take a shower at night, go in bed, it just feels so nice to crawl in the sheets when you're clean, your hair's wet. As you know, I sleep with my hair wet. Oh my God. And I have a towel on my pillow. It's a really thick towel, so my pillow is protected. I was going to say damaged. So anyway, and I'm sitting there thinking, what else can I do to put my, I'm just going to say soul in a better place, and my body, of course. And then I'm like, I don't know what to do. What do you do in self-care? And I'm sitting there thinking, I don't know what to do. Is there books? Should I buy a book? I don't know. And then I'm like, do I want to buy a book? Because I have bought books that cost a lot of money in the past, and it was not worth that amount of money. And it depressed me because I don't like spending a lot of money on myself, in which now I can't, but it's okay. So I'm not one to do the under eye gelled patch things that a lot of women do. I've never done one. I don't really know the meaning for one. I don't know. Lanita does them. I never even asked her, why do you use them? What does it do? I don't know, but I might try. I want a bed. I don't know why this even popped in my head immediately. I want a bed like the gravity chair. It was so comfortable. Back on topic. So I don't know. I mean, of course, brush your teeth, wash your hair, take a shower, not necessarily all in that order. Wear something comfy. I can sit on the bed, and I still have a heating pad or two on my right hip at night. So I might just get comfortable on the bed and try to read a book anyway. I have not picked the book back up that is called The Day After Roswell. I didn't read a lot of it, and then I started going through a lot of mental stuff because of work and being in fear that I was losing my job. And I kind of regret quitting, because if they would have let me go, I could have got unemployment, and I probably would have been able to keep my Durango for a little longer. But I'm not going to beat myself up for it. I'm going to try not to anyway. But anyway, around that time where I had that great fear of losing my job, I stopped reading. My attention span was very, very short. Very short. And I haven't picked it back up. While I was going from that point to here, it was very difficult for me to maintain my attention on a certain topic for a certain length of time. It's like, okay, for instance, I applied for insurance, state insurance, for Medicaid, and it took everything I had. I even got an anxiety attack doing that. And I beat myself up all day for that, because I'm like, why? Why am I? It's like, why do our bodies do that? I don't know. Keep my fingers crossed. And I think I lost the topic of what I was going to say. Oh, get on the bed, relax, and read a book. I have a lot that I purchased on my Kindle that I have not even started. I actually have 2 Kindles. I had one when I moved in my Kia, and I couldn't find it. I know I put it in there because I thought I can read at night. I couldn't find it. And I was like, it has to be in storage. So I looked through storage. It wasn't in storage. And it really stressed me out because it cost me over $100. So I purchased another Kindle, and I don't even think I used that one yet at all. But anyway, I was back in the Kia after, let me back up. I moved to the Durango after a certain length of time. I removed myself from the Kia into the Durango, but one day my daughter was driving us somewhere, and the Kia is all clean. thankfully. And I was in the back seat and I happened to look down under the driver's seat and I saw this gray square thing. And I'm like, what is that? And why is it under the seat? So I leaned over and got it, and it was my first Kindle. And I'm like, what? Why? So now I have two. Excuse me. I'm hoping that the first one that I had that was stuck in the Kia did not get messed up because it was in there in freezing temperatures. So I don't even know if I've turned it on yet. I need to do that, I suppose. So I'm trying to organize this desk. I was just looking at it and it's so cluttered. I have no room for my cups, which are these. That's my logo. Logo? I haven't paid for them to legally, they're mine, copyright, whatever you want to call it. But I have a lot of these, well, not a lot, maybe 7, but there's nowhere for me to put them because the cabinets in the kitchen are full. And so they're on my table along with my makeup, my laptop, and other things. So I'm hoping that when I move in the bigger room and I have more things to put things on, that it will look better. I want to be able to show the whole room that I'm in, but it looks so horrible right now. It's funny because as I'm talking to you guys, I'm seeing people popping in and out, and I don't know who those people are actually. It should show you while you're doing your videos live, people's, like TikTok, people logging in and out. Maybe if I was horizontal, I would see that. But I don't know if I wanted, not horizontal, vertical. I don't know if I want to do a vertical YouTube video. For some reason, they don't look appealing to me. I don't know. But anyway, I think I'm going to end this here. I'll probably talk to you guys' ears off. But I'm trying to be so entertaining and interesting, and I don't think I'm doing quite a good job on either of those yet. Excuse me. So I'm going to let you guys go. I love you tremendously, and I'm going to send each and every one of you love, light, and peace. Bye.